Is it on?
I think so.
Let me look and see if it's on, cause. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think you got it. Okay. So we were gonna do this thing. We did this video.
And I didn't.
We did this video a few minutes ago.
And I didn't have the button.
And we didn't get it recorded. So we'll try to recreate this thing because it actually ended up coming out to be something that I would watch. I mean, I don't know if you would watch it, but so go ahead with the original question.
Okay. I just wanted to get your opinion and thoughts on the COVID.
On the COVID, like, why don't we just wade into that? Like, no one else has opinions about COVID. Right?
Everybody's got opinions.
So, okay. Let me say a couple things. First of all, like, who am I? I am a chiropractor. So I'm a healthcare provider. I am a person like you are. I've been in practice for 24 years. I have a certain mindset about health that influences everything that I see in the media with regard to COVID and everything else. So I'm coming from a particular perspective, and so why should I weigh in on this? Because some of you have come to trust me as being a source of, like, at least some good information about these kinds of things. Okay, so the other thing I want to say is, in our practice, we see people from, like, literally every walk of life. We see, my oldest patient was 103 years old. We see babies all the time, and absolutely everybody in between. We see athletes, we see scientists, we see doctors, we see dentists, we see working class folks, we see people who never graduated from high school, and some of them have probably more wisdom than a lot of us. And so we have gay people, we have straight people, we have people from just every single walk of life. And so one of the challenges, or one of the blessings really, is that we get an opportunity to see who people are. What are they about? Where do they come from? What do they believe about the world? And I find that it's a lot more fun to hear their perspective and see where they're coming from than to just judge them and assume I know. And so when it comes to this very specific thing about COVID and all the animosity that's going on right now, particularly about the vaccine, I know that we have patients who went right out immediately and got vaccinated as soon as they possibly could, because they felt like it would be protective of them, it would be protective of the people that they love and care about, it would be protective to the community and part of a greater good. We have folks who have deliberately decided not to get vaccinated because of what they've read or what they've heard or what they have experienced, or because of a fundamental mindset that they have about health and viruses and immune response and things like that. And so across the board, we also have patients in our office who have been hurt by the vaccine, including some teenagers who probably were not at risk for COVID itself, but the vaccine did some damage. And so, I've got a wide breadth of experience with regard to that, and also, the ability to read some of the research that's out there, supporting and against. What I would suggest is that we all try to have a little love and compassion for the people in the world who don't believe like we do. And I think that on this particular topic, people are more damaged by the anger and the positions and the things that they feel like they need to defend in their world. I think they're more damaged by the negative energy of that than by anything else that's going on. And it's scary to me, and it's weighing on people emotionally. So, like, hey, let's just all try to love each other. Let's try to understand that people who don't agree with us are not necessarily uneducated idiots. They might just be people who have really good reasons for believing what they do. And I think we attract more people to those ideas by trying to understand them. And what's the saying? You catch more
bees with honey, or
more flies with poop. Like, I don't know what, but like more kids with cookies. Like, if we could just be if we could just be good to one another and try to understand the reality that this is a complicated thing, that people are just really want their lives back. And I think if our leaders would look at that too and say, hey, you know what, we'd have a much better job persuading folks if we could lay it all out on the table as honestly as possible, and then have some constructive and intelligent discussions. Like, wouldn't it be a better place to be? So just know, if you come here, we love you. And whatever your status is, whatever your opinion is, like, I'm willing to hear you and meet you where you are. And I just ask that we all do that for each other. That's one of the neat things about our practice. And one of the neat things, frankly, about Omaha is we have a lot of people that don't necessarily agree, but we can still be civil to one another. And so let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.